So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Griezmann, looking for the run. Well, they could break here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku. His physical characteristics are very impressive. They're always likely to attract the most attention, of course, but for me, it's not just that he's big and he's quick, it's his willingness to go direct with the ball at his feet, to take his man on, be brave and just head for goal. That's what makes him quite lethal.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from it.
Oh, well measured. Hermoso promptly onto that, and that is that. Aims beyond the defence.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Malcolm. Can he get on the end of it? It's Lukaku! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Griezmann. And it's Griezmann. Oh, that's a key interception. No goals as yet. Casemiro. Traore. Malcolm. Traore finding himself in space. Oh, sweet feet. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's going wide left. Oh, important interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Kvaratskhelia. Goulart is onto this. Malcolm stood his ground strongly. Stefan Savic. Strong running down that left flank. Quality ball. Kvaratskhelia. He's picked his way through. And this is Griezmann. Real chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, they could be caught out. Takes a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Botafogo with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Sanchez attempts a clearance. Santos are looking to go forward now. And he's certainly onside here. Oh, that's a fine interception. He's in a great position here. And it's Semedo. That's very neat. Oh, some astute defending there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Well-timed, excellent interception. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side yet off the mark.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
No, that's been intercepted. Malcolm. And here's Lukaku. Cristiano Ronaldo. Good ball, good chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lukaku. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And they can counter here. Traoré. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Zielinski. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zakaria. Almost an hour gone. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Threads one in. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Shoots! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Santos really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Nelson Semedo, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Goulet.
Santos have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Malcolm was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zielinski driving forwards. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Malcolm tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Stefan Savic. Kvaratskhelia. Goulet. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's picked it up out wide. And here's Griezmann. This looks promising. Kvaratskhelia! That's a fair try, but just off target. It's gone out for a throw-in.
substituição.
Oh, well played. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be, a ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. So straight into the action. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Zielinski. He's a sharp little ball here. Lovely pass. And the shot! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Santos with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Malcolm. Zielinski! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball, but he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Nicely weighted ball, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Griezmann, still goalless. Now that's well seen too. Great vision. Griezmann.
Botafogo definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless attack. And he shoots! Goal! Botafogo! And there is your opener. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Griezmann.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Traore. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Billing. Immobile. Traore gets over and intercepts. Oh, can he get onto this? Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Immobile. And here's Griezmann. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kvaratskhelia unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ronaldo has given away a free kick.
substituição no time do Santos.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Griezmann showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Santos have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. And it's Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kvaratskhelia. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Malcolm. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread to the right. Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Pulisic. Goulet. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nice one too, very nice. Has a look and plays it forward. Pulisic. Goulet. Now it's Immobile. And he's lost his man here. And the referee has blown for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
As the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Goulet. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Casemiro. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Goes for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Nicely aimed pass. And here's Pulisic. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now the breakaway. Billing. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Goulet. Arda Goulet. Maguire deals with that comfortably. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Botafogo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Santos can't breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That is a great kick out. He's got away. Casemiro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Off the post! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Immobile really might have got ever so slightly across it. I don't think he intended to hit it so close to the frame of the goal. I mean, that's a bit obvious.
Pulisic. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Maguire promptly onto that, and that is that. Santos still have the cards to affect this game. And here's Pulisic. Hangs one in. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee.
Substituição no time do Santos.
So we have movement on both benches.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa
Serbi.
17. Substituição.
Malcolm shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! And yes, it's there! Pulisic duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Santos cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a
Real chance! Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Santos are looking to go forward now. And it's Nkunku. Billing. Great chance! Oh, how's that for a goal? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Casemiro. That's destined for the flank. Tries to play it through. Pulisic. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Billing. And it's Wharton. Nkunku. Now it's Muller. And Gula. Maguire makes the interception.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Belling. Wharton. Now it's Billing. Looking for the run. Nkunku. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now, can they get him away? Goulet. Muller. Billing is in a really good position out wide. Sanchez. And it's Casemiro. Ilya. And the number on the board is 3. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's that, the end. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running, simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like... Kvaratskhelia! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Griezmann. Immobile. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. They're back on the ball again. Santos are looking to break at pace. Bellingham. Oh, that's a key interception. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Ilya. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Can he finish? Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. Santos gain their reward with an early goal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Could move up a gear here. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Cristiano Ronaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Amistoso. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And this is Immobile! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Takes a header! That's put paid to the danger. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Arda Güler. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham is onto this. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's made its way to him. Real chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Pulisic. Oh, that's neat. Garnacho. Tavares has it in a wide position. Immobile. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. This interception, his positioning was spot on. He's had it taken off him. Stefan Savic. He's got away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Bellingham is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Now he's off and running. That'll be a throw. Ronaldo chasing after it.
Santos can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Ilya. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. This is a promising build-up. Griezmann. Now it's Immobile. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Bellingham looking to add to his goal. Looking for options for movement. Takes a shot! Well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise. And that is the end of the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Santos sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. Back on the way then.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Looking for the run. Oh, good take in a good area. Garnacho. Pulisic. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Garnacho makes a dash for it. Tries to play it through. Hermoso. And it's Immobile. Here's Griezmann. Tries to pass it through. Oh, look at the decent chance! It's a goal! It is an explosive start to the second half. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Pulisic. Zakaria. Stefan Savic. Zakaria.
Público presente na partida de
60 minutes played.
9.187
Good running with the ball. Well, played right into his path. Immobile! Loose, and it's come back out to him. He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Now it's Garnacho. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And this is Immobile.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ilya. Bellingham. Always goal side. And a chance! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Santos, palpably stronger, better, superior.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Casemiro has ended up in no man's land. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He is through here. It's out for a goal kick.
Substituição no time do Santos.
So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 11, camisa 15, camisa 17.
Now it's França.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 28.
Now it's Nkunku. Casemiro spots it and intercepts. Pulisic.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Lukaku. No, that was never going to make it. And here's Lukaku. Now it's França. Good ball, good take.
Zielinski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Lukaku. Lukaku! It's hit the upright. Savage gets it clear. Corner number 2 then. Opts to play it back. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Zielinski. Tavares finding himself in space. Billing.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, super ball! He is just caressing the ball, and he is deftly away. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lukaku running with intent. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Santos can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. Things already rolling. Bellingham! That was superb goalkeeping.
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. He's had it taken off him. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to...
Great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Griezmann. Oh, goes for a shot! Goal! Botafogo! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And he's let fly! Goulart gets on his bike and on the move. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Pulisic. Casemiro. Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Can he finish? And that's a good finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Santos restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Bellingham. Driving, tries a shot! In he goes again! Goal! Santos! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Santos with the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Garnacho, Christian shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the lead now is 2.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Kvaratskhelia touches it back.
Modern football for you.
Oh, shooting chance! Kvaratskhelia! That is fantastic! He's got himself an absolute peach. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Casemiro. Santos heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. That is good alertness. That has not gone well. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Nkunku! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Santos has the chance to go the other way. Tavares has created one goal already. And it's Bellingham. He's shifting through the gears here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nuno Tavares.
Teremos 3
Garnacho.
minutos de acréscimo.
Oh, he's having a go! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Billing. That's a good ball out wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Garnacho. Oh, they could break here. So, a temporary halt to the action. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Santos up by the odd goal in a 5-goal thriller. The score at the interval, 3-2. The second period is underway. Malcolm given the lift of his goal. And it's Arda Güler. Oh, that was vital. Aimed beyond the defence. Shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Garnacho. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Bellingham charging forward, the ball at his feet. Güler, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's running through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is... Can he finish? It's in! 2 to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Público presente na partida
Casemiro.
de hoje. 8.904
Malcolm. Just eases him off the ball. Billing.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's very neat. Griezmann. It's a promising position. Semedo receives it in a good position here. Semedo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Looking for the run. And it's Casemiro. Garnacho. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substituição no time do Santos.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Camisa 10.
Oh, he's gifted it. He's had a shot! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Decent chance! Corner number 2 then. Oh, well played. And he shoots! Well taken goal. Wharton at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Botafogo may be down, but not out just yet. Nkunku. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Malcolm. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Santos do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Nkunku. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Bellingham.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, what has happened here? Wharton going forward. Now it's Immobile. It's a really well-measured ball. Nkunku, good driving run. Billing. Garnacho. Malcolm. And they can counter here, and it's Lukaku. Oh, nicely intercepted, nicely aimed pass. Looking to play him in. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Casemiro. And it's Bellingham. Just 5 minutes left. Muller.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
That has been slung wide. And here's Nkunku. Chiesa. Bellingham. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Nkunku. Look at the space here. It's Muller! And there's a goal. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Botafogo give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
And he's going to have his name taken. And the referee brings it to a close. Santos have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. So we're very much on the way now. Out for a throw. And here's Nkunku, Kvaratskhelia. And that is expertly dealt with.
And the counter is on.
Arda thinks Kvaratskhelia! Goal! Botafogo!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Botafogo breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Kvaratskhelia. Garnacho. And he's quick to return it. Bellingham. Griezmann. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Malcolm. Oh, cracking ball. Malcolm. Forced to go back. That's very neat. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Santos are seeing plenty of the ball, but
Real chance! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
you don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it.
Takes a shot! Deftly away. Now it's Griezmann. Semedo picks it up now. Sanchez trying to keep this in. Semedo just loves to go forward whenever he can. And the pass is intercepted. And the shot! And how good was that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they get themselves in front! And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Zakaria
charging forward, the ball at his feet. Good running, strong and purposeful. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! Botafogo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kvaratskhelia! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Nelson Semedo. This is a promising build-up. Tries to play, goes for a shot! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Pulisic. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. It's a threatening ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And that pass just didn't quite work. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nkunku running with intent. Nkunku.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Casemiro. Now it's Nkunku. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Great chance!
And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Botafogo have their second corner now. Oh, well played. Cristiano Ronaldo. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great ball, and he's in here. He's had a shot! And that's a tidy finish.
And this is getting better and better.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Oh, that's nice. Looking to play him in. Goulet. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Sanchez makes the interception. Pulisic wins the duel this time. Not the most accurate pass.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Maguire.
Bellingham!
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Stefan Savic.
Público
Nelson
presente na
Semedo.
partida de hoje.
Zakaria.
9.187
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Kvaratskhelia looking to add to his goal. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's had it nicked away. Malcolm. Griezmann. Nkunku.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Maguire. Passes short and sharp. Nkunku. And now the breakaway. He's going to be disappointed with that. Pulisic. Nelson Semedo. Griezmann. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Sanchez. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Substituição no time do Santos.
Goulart considers his options.
Camisa 49.
And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
Camisa 18. Casemiro. Camisa 15. Camisa 10. Deixando o campo.
What a save! Terrific reactions!
Camisa 20.
Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Santos are looking to go forward now. And it's Arda Güler. Chiesa. And the shot's on here. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Immobile. Chiesa! And that really should have been that.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
So their fourth corner of the game. Shoots! He'll try for distance, and again. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Elia. França. And here's Lukaku.
Teremos 3 minutos de
Nicely
acréscimo.
weighted ball. Sanchez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Billing. Wharton.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply. And the referee brings it to a close. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be, a ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. We're up and running then. Tries to play it through, and the shot! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
An early launch. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Nkunku. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that is really good tenacity. Botafogo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Good ball, good take. Good read, needed to be. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's a sharp little ball here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Griezmann. And he's quick to return. Tries a shot! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Griezmann. He's found a way through. Now he's off and running. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Santos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Goulet. Chance for a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Casemiro. That's been cut out, well played. Goulet. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Arda Goulet. Bellingham. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's tidy. And he's got the... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Off the post. Zakaria. Good work on the right flank here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Half an hour played now. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. This is a promising build-up. He's shifting through the gears here. Nkunku defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Casemiro clears without hesitation.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Ronaldo. And he was alert to it. Zakaria.
Santos certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And smartly reclaimed. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a sharp pass. Time and again they are repelled. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Stood up well to him there. Griezmann. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Malcolm. That's the end of the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Santos unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Terminou o primeiro tempo. Começo difícil, mas nós vamos reagir. Substituição no time do
So right back into the action.
Camisa 49.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Quality ball. Knocks it into space. Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Santos do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Botafogo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that's well spotted. Bellingham could move up a gear here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pinches it off him. Nuno Tavares. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Ilya. And it's Casemiro. Malcolm. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Bellingham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
The atmosphere isn't great at this moment, Peter. The moans and groans from the crowd are quite audible now. Frustration's growing, and this can end up being a bit of a depressing cycle.
That's very neat. And he's managed to get free. Takes a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Botafogo have their second corner now. Cleared away. Muscular approach. Chance! It's a pretty loose pass. Casemiro. Ronaldo chasing after it. Now he's running away. Can he get it through? Lukaku. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Santos still have the cards to affect this game. And they can counter here. Bellingham. Picked out brilliantly. He's having a shot! And there's a goal. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substituição no time do Santos.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Botafogo needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and
And the shot! It's Immobile! Went his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Looking for the run. Lukaku. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Chance here to counter. That's a good ball out wide. Immobile. No, it's come to nothing.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now, can they get him away?
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Chiesa! Bellingham.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's França. The end time is up. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. So we're very much on the way now. It's Griezmann! Shot at goal! There was plenty of power on that. Botafogo with the corner, there first. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's quick to snatch it back. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, it's hard to look beyond this fella, Arda Güler. He's key on the right side. That's where he operates, that little channel, and he's brilliant if given a little more room. If he's shut down, then sometimes he can get a little frustrated, but if he gets that little bit of space, then a lot of damage can be done.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Can he get it through? Kvaratskhelia is on... Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lukaku. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both...
Can he finish? Oh, he's been caught on it here. And one more try! Goal! Botafogo! The first significant strike. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Botafogo have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Casemiro. Garnacho. Spread to the right. That's a good foray he's making. He's found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Knocks it out wide. Great chance! Oh, good stop, it had to be. And he's heaved it away, and there's his chance to lead the counter.
Santos really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And they're quick to get it back. Bellingham. And the shot! And it's in! Santos are all square. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, it seems to me they'll both be pushing for another now. Could be a critical phase.
Nkunku, he's shifting through the gears here. Nkunku really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that's been intercepted.
He read...
Goal! Botafogo! And again they hit the front. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Botafogo leading now. He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. He can run onto that. Garnacho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got away. Chance! It's hit the crossbar. And that's in. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, that has changed the dynamics. Chance! And the ball's come loose here. Pulisic does really well to win the ball there. Pulisic! That's going to go a long way. Garnacho. Oh, that is a nice touch.
Pulisic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nelson Semedo. Now it's Griezmann. Now, can they get him away? Garnacho. Lukaku. Oh, good-looking ball. That's it, 45 minutes up. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Terminou o primeiro tempo. Tenho certeza de que nosso time vai conseguir virar.
So, into the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Nkunku. Oh, it's a great ball here. And it's Semedo. Garnacho. Malcolm. Acerbi wins the duel this time. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Looking to play him in. Bellingham. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Bellingham running with the ball. And Garnacho. Brilliantly cut out. Goulet given the lift of his goal.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has found the way through. That pass isn't the best. Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal.
Público presente na
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sanchez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Casemiro. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nkunku. And the counter is on. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well measured. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. He won't be happy with that one. Pulisic. Lukaku. Nkunku.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nelson Semedo. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And he has been fouled there. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the high... And a chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Griezmann. And that's an excellent interception. And he's quick to get rid. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Lukaku. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think a lot's going to depend on how much of a creative role this fella Arda Güler can play here, Peter. He's never one to shy away from getting on the ball. He has wonderful courage, and he's the go-to guy in this team. And it's always lovely when you're in a team and you know somebody is always looking to get on the ball. So his availability will be key.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And we have our very first corner. Cristiano Ronaldo! Not a bad try by any means. It's their second corner of the game. Kobel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's got away from him. And here's Güler, and he tries a shot! Goal! Botafogo! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Botafogo make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Looking to play him in. He's being urged to shoot. Nkunku. That's the throw. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Tries to play it through. Shapes to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Santos have their third corner. Big chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! No, just not quite. Played into space. Nicely worked. And this is Griezmann.
Santos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Looking for options for movement. Now this could be a chance. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Lukaku, and the shot! And no mistake. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
shot could be on. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Malcolm, that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Malcolm really struggling to influence the game. Kvaratskhelia! And needless to say, that deserved better.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
And it's Lukaku. He's a sharp little ball here. He's having a shot! Zakaria. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! A finish right from the top drawer. And the comeback is complete. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Santos have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Could move up a gear here. No, that's been intercepted. That has ended up in no man's land. Malcolm.
Oh, really well played.
Threads one in. Lukaku. Kobel claims comfortably.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Nkunku. Oh, nicely intercepted. Lukaku.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get it through? Traore gets across to intercept that. Malcolm. This is a promising build-up. And for the first half, that is that. Santos have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Santos are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. It's Griezmann! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, a few of his teammates...
Oh, what a mistake! Traore. Lukaku looking to add to his goal. Ronaldo running with intent. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's a fine interception. Bassi. And it's Traore. That's really well manoeuvred. Nkunku. He's had it taken off him. It's a good run down the right. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zakaria. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Griezmann. Griezmann! Oh, he's been caught napping.
Botafogo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he was alert to it. Nkunku, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substituição no time do Santos.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Santos perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And here's Pulisic. Semedo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's had a shot! And that's a sharp finish. It's level again. What a match we have.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Botafogo really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
"75 minutes played. Passes short and sharp. Chiesa! Oh, shooting chance!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Tavares, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And it's Traore. Elia. Oh, important interception. Dealt with nicely by the defence. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Goulet, can he spark a counter here? Now that's well seen too. Nuno Tavares. He's going to be disappointed with that. Muller.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Muller. Casemiro.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. The referee's come over, it's a red card. Botafogo are down to 10 men. And it's Traore. Well read, and the danger is averted. And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square.
Any reflections on what you've...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. So straight into the action. Bellingham gets into a good position. Santos with the corner, there first. That's a decent clearance. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Pass somewhat off target. Malcolm. Zakaria did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Kvaratskhelia. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pulisic is in a really good position out wide. It's a loose ball. That has been knocked clear. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Quarter of an hour played. Still goalless at the moment. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Goulet. And a shot! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Griezmann, and here's Goulet. Goulet, and the shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that was very necessary. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Sanchez. Griezmann getting forward. Now it's Nkunku. Closing in on goal. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And Musso makes the interception.
Santos really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Approaching the half-hour mark. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone?
Pulisic! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Out for a throw. Savage gets over and intercepts. Lofted upfield, and he was quick to react. And it's Bellingham. Nice sequence of passes, this. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's done very well to get to that.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. It'll be a throw-in. That's a throw. And that's That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kvaratskhelia. That's good running with the ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's having a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nkunku. Now it's Goulet. It's made its way to him. He's played it long. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And the counter is on. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Griezmann. That has been slung wide. Tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a tidy finish. 2 up and in charge, and that is indeed the final act.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're underway for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Malcolm. Lovely feet. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's nice. And he's in on goal. Goes for a shot! That's very neat.
Botafogo definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Shot could be on. Oh, great chance! And that's a good finish. It is an explosive start to the second half. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
So we've reached the hour mark. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. This looks promising. Bellingham! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Santos have their third corner. Zakaria is there to clear.
Santos really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. Pulisic! Nkunku. That pass has been well intercepted. Looks a promising position. Tavares with the cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Goulet. Griezmann looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Malcolm gets on his bike and on the move.
Can he finish? Well taken goal. Santos are all square.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Santos really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum.
It's Griezmann! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Casemiro, passing is crisp and sharp. It's a good spell of possession, this. Zakaria, oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Santos clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, that's well spotted. Casemiro. Now this could be... Oh, Cuckoo! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substituição no time do Santos.
So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 9, camisa 7, camisa 11, camisa 5.
Casemiro getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
Camisa 17, camisa 20, camisa 21.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substituição.
Pulisic. Willock receives it in a good position. Shoots!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Nelson Semedo. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now there's a fine ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he was alert to it. Goulet.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Billing. Now it's Immobile. Now it's Goulet. Billing. Maguire gets it clear. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Billing. Picked out, shapes to shoot! And that is as much as we have time for. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk could generate. We're up and running then. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. There's the shot! Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Of course, Antoine Griezmann. He's got a bit of everything, Peter. Speed, great technical ability, and the priceless gift of being able to make all the right decisions at the right times. Personally, I really like the way he can always take a little touch to give himself that half a yard of space. He needs to get a shot away, and he doesn't miss too many either, does he?
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Cardoso. Still goalless at the moment. And here's Griezmann, and here's Nkunku. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Spread out to the left, and he's picked it up out wide. Nelson Semedo. Goulet. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That looks a cracking ball. It's Lukaku! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Zakaria. And it's Arda Goulet. Goulet looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance for a shot! Willock. Bellingham. And now the breakaway. Nkunku. And here's Griezmann. That's very neat. Semedo has it out wide and in space. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he welcomes it in. Nice control. Knocks it into space. That's destined for the flank. And they can counter here. And this is Lukaku. He has found the way through. He's onside. Lukaku! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Lukaku has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Stefan Savic. That pass isn't the best. Pulisic. Shot a goal! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Neither side giving way. It has been tight. And it's played forward. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pulisic. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Goulet. Now this could be a chance. Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pulisic. Now there's a decent chance! Oh, there's a probing ball. No outsmarting him this time. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Back on the way then.
Santos clearly have been the best.
It's Lukaku! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Nelson Semedo. Nkunku. That's good running with the ball.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Griezmann. He's in a great position here, and he's lost his man here. Well, That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nkunku. Good ball, good take. Now, can he find a finish? Goulart showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Kobel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That is good alertness. Knocks it out wide. And here's Bellingham. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Amistoso, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Kvaratskhelia. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Griezmann. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Perilously close. It's not an especially good pass, that. Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot! Lukaku gets flagged offside. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Amistoso. And it's Arda Güler. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And Güler. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Griezmann. Good pressure, determined, intense. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Threads one in. Now it's Bellingham. And here's Lukaku.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Arda Güler. Brilliantly cut out. And he's gone looking for safety.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
He's got away. That is lovely. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out to the left flank. Maguire kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Lukaku. And here's Pulisic.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Just 5 minutes left. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! A real chance and a real let-off.
Substituição no time do Santos.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Camisa 9. Camisa
Look, there has to be more
28.
urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Deixando o campo para
Miller.
a entrada de
Now it's Kvaratskhelia.
Camisa 49.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Well read. The danger is averted.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Real chance! Incredible! Just incredible! Well, would you believe that? And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have it.
And that will be the final act. Santos have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Pulisic claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Santos really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are barely able to move. They squeezed every ounce of energy out of themselves to get this result, and congratulations to them.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, they could break here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Pulisic, is probably the best of the American talent.
And he shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Threads one in, tries a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. That's a fair try, but just off target. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Bellingham shapes to shoot! Goal! Santos! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful countering.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.